Welcome to we're not doing insurance today, Don.
No.
We're
What are we
not
doing?
doing Pop-Tarts. We're never doing Tang again. No.
Wait, do you still have an orange mustache above your lip? Or?
No, it's gone. But what is it, Don?
It's the third preview of Buffalo Fights.
We had 3 previews already. Hey, we keep on getting good numbers, so what can I really say? You know,
I know.
I know what I'm going to say. All the comments and statements by Eddie Buffalo and the one, the only, the Donnie Lowe are purely for entertainment purposes. I could talk real good. Hey, I just got my shots today, Don. So maybe that's
that must be it. So you better be careful with your arm. But please, wherever you view or listen to the podcast, please like it. Please subscribe. We appreciate that. Hit that fan mail button. TikTokers, do some correspondence with Eddie. He loves the TikToking. And send us some questions or comments or
say that.
What's that?
Why do you guys always say that?
Well,
the TikTokers.
I think isn't that the way it should be? Anyway, correspond with us. We appreciate you, and we want to just communicate with you. So thank you.
I just checked the feed. We're on live. So
perfect.
Please comment. We'd like to hear from you folks because we got a lot we want to cover today. Welcome to Football Friday too, John. God, John Foster must be on my. Like 3 times this week, his name popped up on my phone. I'm like, no. But
we'll talk about John Foster another time.
I want to share this with a couple people. So hang on 1 second, Don. Okay.
For those that are viewing. Or listening, excuse me. Eddie is looking.
And it is super fun because I can see, I got to tell you something, Don. So we went over the numbers a little bit yesterday, and it was a little discouraging because we had great numbers until you started wanting to talk about music.
It was
what a bunch of haters, right?
Oh, my goodness. Maybe it's just the wrong type of music.
I don't know. Who hates the Beatles?
I know.
I'm all about it.
I know.
Speaking of old songs, my buddy Ike was at the gym this morning. I'm like, dude, give me something to listen to. I want something to listen to.
I like Ike.
Since you don't know nothing about him, why don't you listen to 3 Dog Night? Jerk. What a jerk.
Oh, man, that's really putting that knife in that wound and turning it, too.
I know, right? I didn't realize they sang one of the songs that I loved when I was a kid.
Jeremiah was
a bullfrog.
That's a great song. Although Corey Wells, one of the lead singers of 3 Dog Night, did not, and from Buffalo, did not sing that song. Just an FYI. I forgot the guy's name that sang it.
You know all this stuff and you don't know an answer for me?
Well, no, I don't know everything. I just know a little bit about some things.
You should, Donnie Lowe. You should. So I got my shots today. I'm not the shots like you're thinking, Donnie Lowe.
All right. But, I didn't say that's a great question, so it's a different kind of shot.
And by the way, Smarty Pants, I got COVID and my my flu shot. Yeah. And they use both arms.
Oh, they did?
Whoa, hang on.
Uh-oh. It must be Allie Buffalo.
Good morning. You're on with Eddie Buffalo live on Buffalo Fights Live. Who am I speaking with? And do you want to be on the show, miss?
Sure.
And who is this I am speaking to right now?
Allison.
Whoa. Is this Allie Buffalo?
It is.
All the comments and statements by Allie Buffalo are purely for entertainment purposes. What's up, Al?
Nothing, just leaving work.
You headed for Niagara?
Nope, going home.
Ooh, what are you going to do on your day off?
Homework.
You
Good
mean
answer.
You mean you're not going to go home and look at the catalog of 143 videos that your dad has out right now?
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe. That wasn't a no, Don. It was a maybe. So I wouldn't watch it.
Tell her
Yeah.
I said hello.
Donnie Lowe says hello.
Hello.
So are you going out for the football game, Al?
No.
Why not?
It starts at 8:20.
Oh, that's one good thing about being an hour behind here. It starts at 7:20. So.
That's right.
Let me put some more chapstick on, Don.
That looks like a glue stick.
Maybe it is.
Maybe your mouth's gonna be glued
I'm
shut.
sure people would love me to glue my mouth shut, right, Al?
I don't know.
So, Al, your dad's super healthy today. I went and got my COVID shot and my flu shot.
Nice.
You only do it in each different arm?
That makes sense.
Yes. So, did you eat before you left?
Nope. Because I knew I was going to be
Ew.
leaving early. So
Ew.
You're not listening. Listen. I knew I was leaving early, so I figured I would just wait until I get home.
Nice. What do you got made? You know, I made some delicious egg salad yesterday, and I had it on saltines. Delicious. I think that's what I'm going to have for lunch again.
Sounds good.
So now, Al, we haven't really talked about it because we just talked about personal things. When me and you talk, we don't talk about my business. But you are on a preview show. It's not Insurance Questions Podcast. It's not Pop-Tarts. You are on a preview of Buffalo Fights.
Okay.
And Don, can I tell you, our previews have been going up in viewership all the time. Our first preview had 12 million, and this one had, the one we did the other day had 14, the one I did by myself. So maybe I should just get rid of you, Don. Maybe you should be fired.
You know, you've been promising me that for a long time, but you still
Wow.
keep hanging on to me.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming, Don. Al, tell him he's fired. Come on, just pull that
No.
Band-Aid off.
No.
Thanks, Al.
So,
I've got an ally with Allie.
so it's really messing with me, Al, because I got the show going on my monitor on the TV on my desk, and it's like I'm behind myself. You know.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
like Space Jam.
So, do you see what sweatshirt I have on, Donnie Lowe?
Yes, I do.
You see what it says? Can you
It's
read
hard
it?
to read it. Is it?
It says Miller Time. It's the
Oh,
Von
I
Miller
thought it's-
sweatshirt. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, after he got hurt, I didn't think I'd be wearing it that much, to be quite honest with you. And then a friend of mine was wearing it, and she's like, Miller Time? I don't drink that beer. I'm like, it has nothing to do with beer.
It's Von.
You know?
It's the Von.
Donnie, how did the Sabres win without you last night?
Yeah, it's amazing. Well, they had to go to Europe to do it. No. That's today. Yesterday was Ottawa.
Hey, you
It took
talk
them
to Allie.
overtime.
I got to go grab something.
All right.
Allie, talk to Don.
I can't really hear him.
Uh,
I'll try.
are you a Sabre fan?
When they're playing well.
Oh, so you're like your father. You're a bandwagon fan.
Just for the Sabres.
Okay. You love the Bandits, though, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Let's go, Bandits. What you got? Nothing. Al, if you didn't notice, I'm back.
I
Oh,
can tell.
he's back. He's back. The one.
What is
the
that you're singing now, Don? So, what are you having for lunch once you go home, Al? Are you going to go out for lunch, or are you going to eat something at the house?
Probably just something at the house.
And yes, everybody, I love the Weber's mustard that my beautiful daughter, Allison, sent me. The one, the only LB. That sounds so much better than Donnie Lowe, so I should just change it. You know what? I think I'm going to change it right now.
Oh, boy.
Let's
You
see.
can't do that, can you?
I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, I know. So I have to tell you, because you're talking about food. This
There you
morning,
go, Don.
I
you read
wish
it?
I was LB.
You heard what Donnie said, what his name is now? I wish I was LB.
does.
Everyone does. If I couldn't be you, Al, I mean, if I couldn't be me, I'd want to be you, Al. That's
There you
definitely
go.
a thing.
So there's this little restaurant in Clarence called Marty's, and they're open for breakfast and lunch.
Did he have anything to
And
do with Marty's formal wear?
no,
I'm not being a wise guy. I'm being serious.
no, it's MARDEES maybe. Anyway, it's a great local little small diner, and it's great food, great prices. So I went there with both my daughters this morning for breakfast, and they had a special of blueberry chocolate chip pancakes.
Ooh, that sounds good. Do they have a gluten-free alternative, Don?
I think they do, but I didn't look that hard for that. But I think they do have a gluten-free.
Because your
alternative.
replacement has trouble with gluten, just so you know.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's trying to take you out already. Al is trying to wipe you out by giving you gluten.
Let me take you to breakfast.
He's jealous. It's okay.
Did you hear her? He's jealous.
it's-
It's okay.
So anyway, you can get 1, 2, or 3 pancakes, right? I thought, well, I'll go for the 2 pancakes. Did you ever see the movie Uncle Buck when he's cooking the breakfast, the big pancake?
Can I tell you something? And you're gonna hate me.
Uh-oh.
I've never seen the whole movie.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Anyway, these pancakes.
It's like a
were
couple weeks ago.
huge.
Somebody asked me that. Did you ever watch it? I'm like, no.
Oh, you have to watch it. It's a classic.
No.
It's a classic.
Mm-mm.
So I ordered 2 pancakes. I could only eat 1.
You're a little fella, Don.
Well, I
could probably eat a quarter of it if I was
they were
lucky.
huge
You
and
know?
thick, and they were tasty.
Yeah.
So blueberry chocolate chip pancakes, highly recommend it.
Yes. So Al, since the last time I talked to you, did you look to see the reviews for your place of employment?
No.
You really should. They're
Which
entertaining.
place?
And it looks delicious.
Which place?
Lloyd's.
I mean, I look at them every day.
Don, they have a taco with chicken and waffles.
Wow.
What was that called, Al?
Dirty South.
Dirty South. So
Dirty-
Dirty
I
Eddie
was
can
gonna say-
eat it in the Dirty South.
That's a popular thing in the South.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is.
And I gotta tell you, Don, when I first moved down here, I saw the white gravy, and I'm like, I love it.
Oh, it's good.
It's so good.
Country
I
fried
don't
chicken.
like it on like breakfast stuff, but I do like it on like mashed potatoes or French fries or that.
Is it the sausage gravy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Mhm. It is
Biscuits
really
and gravy,
tasty.
baby.
So Al, are you interested in the fight game at all? You ever watch it if it's on or that?
In what?
MMA, boxing. Did you watch any of that stuff?
No.
I'm asking you as a young lady that so she's not interested in this house, so we got to make it interesting for the 20-something young ladies.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure other people my age watch that stuff, but I have no interest.
Oh, I'm sure if you started watching slap fighting, you would be addicted, Al. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And like I said, I've boxed for a long period of time. And, I'm bobbing and weaving to stay away from getting hit. This, you're just standing there with your arms crossed, holding your chin up and letting somebody wail away at your face. I mean, the women are even tougher. I've seen them knock people out. I mean, it's just brutal.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So I'm looking right now, Don. It looks like there's a UFC event tonight on Thriller TV. It's UFC Fight Night. UFC Fight Night event is available to watch on UFC Fight Pass, blah, 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 at 3 p.m. Pacific time. And on ESPN News and it's on ESPN Plus too. And they got the prelims at 5. So I'm going to check out that tonight. But the other one that I would think I'm probably going to watch instead is Thriller TV. Thriller TV event includes a boxing match between Alicia Baumgardner and Delphine Pearson, which is scheduled to air at 4 p.m. on September 27th. Doesn't say what time zone, but I enjoy watching the ladies fight. They're tough. They really are. Like, I did like we keep on going back to the fight at the Sphere because it just blows my mind. So, do you know what I'm talking about, the Sphere, Al? in Vegas.
No.
They made a venue that, remember the old IMAXs we would go to?
Sure.
So it's like that. And U2 has been at the Sphere, a bunch of other bands.
The Eagles are there now, actually.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
And what I was telling everybody, which is amazing to me, is that not only did it sell out, but it broke record for the amount of people in the Sphere, the amount of money they made at the Sphere, the amount of money that UFC's ever made at an event. It's just unbelievable. And it was Mexican night. They're pretty much, I think all the fighters, the one combatant was from Mexico. So, and I'll tell you, I was very impressed at the turnout. I mean, I'm always impressed with the turnout, when I see these different, but I mean, profitability wise is the name of the game.
Yeah.
And that's just huge,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You have to explain about what the actual Sphere itself, like how they have the TV. There are a bunch of basically LED type screens
Inside and out.
inside and outside. Yeah, it's a globe. So picture the at Epcot Center and Disney World,
Mm-hmm.
the Earth. I forgot what they call it. But it's basically supposed to be the Earth. It's that, but just 2024 technology with screens and everything, just unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
I've never
And
been
let me
there in
ask you this,
person.
Al. If you paid all this money for an event, would you be mad if they were showing it outside on the Sphere after you paid all that money?
Yes and no. I mean,
I figured you'd say no. I mean,
those
yes, I
kind
thought
of
you'd say.
events, like, you're paying also for the experience on top of being there.
Oh, yeah. You hear that, Don?
Yeah, I agree with her.
Yeah. It's definitely different when you're there. I mean,
Oh my
just hearing
God.
and everything. So I want to give a shout out to everybody in Florida and the South. They're going through the hurricane right now.
Yeah.
I saw some crazy pictures this morning, Al. I saw it was like an office building. You could see the escalators going up to the second floor, and you saw two sharks in the lobby swimming around.
Really?
Mhm.
Wow.
It's insane.
I haven't seen that. I have to look for that. Yeah, I was texted. I know some people that are down there, and so far it seems like they escaped a lot of the damage. Waiting to hear back from a couple others though, that were up like near just past Tampa Bay,
Mm-hmm.
which got hit pretty good too with the surge. I know that. Crazy.
It is. So Al, it's going to be our inaugural boxing show on Monday. And the gentleman that we're going to have on is a Greenville fighter.
Okay.
He's done really well for himself. Check him out on TikTok, Juan Chavero. Okay. He goes by the name El Toro.
El Toro.
So I just texted him to give me a call, and we'll set up everything. Because he was in a tough match last weekend. But he's about my height, Don. He's like about 5'7", 5'8". He fought a guy that was 6'3". And he's a tough kid. He looks like he lost, but he beat the guy. He sustained some injuries, but he looks like he came out of everything okay because he's been harassing me all week. He harasses me on TikTok all the time.
Does he really?
Ridiculous things to me.
See?
So
And you love
he's
it.
a character, so I think he's going to be good for our first show because I just
Awesome.
talked to Coach this morning, and he was all about it. He thought it was a great idea.
Cool.
So
Looking forward to it.
So Al, we've been talking to boxing companies, sports companies, and we're about to go into negotiations with a fitness company to sponsor the show. It's pretty exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
I got to ask you, so when you buy like sport clothing, are you like religiously buy one type like Adidas, Under Armour, Nike? What do you think?
honestly, I think at this point, everything is just so expensive. There isn't as much brand loyalty as there used to be.
Mm.
And a lot of times people are looking for what the best value for their money is going to get them.
Mm-hmm. Since we're talking about different things going on, we also announced the other day that we're going to be starting another podcast at the end of October, Al. Did I talk to you about this at all?
Maybe.
It's a show that's going to be called Always Starting Over.
We did talk about it. Yeah.
And the genre that we're going for is that everybody's always starting over, well, no matter what it is, whether it's a relationship, job, you know. And I think it's going to be great to hear other people's stories because everybody's got a story. We've learned that really quickly on the podcast that everybody likes to talk about, you know, their different life experiences. Yeah. And I kind of like the whole idea of sometimes got to change a shirt. Just recently that was told to me and I'm like, I really like that analogy. You know, sometimes the shirts you've been wearing don't fit no more. It might be comfortable. You know, it might be uncomfortable to try something new, but sometimes you got to put on a new shirt. Does it make any sense, Al?
Yeah.
You know? So, but
very true.
Yeah. And I think that even though the numbers we have on our financial show, I think we're going to do even better on the show also, you know? So, yeah. Well, Al, I don't want to keep you. I'm going to let you go. And me and Donnie are going to talk more about the fight game.
Okay.
So who do you think would win in a slap fight? Me or Donnie Lowe, Al?
I'm not getting involved in this.
All right. Donnie, who do you think would win in a slap fight? Me or Al Buffalo? She's got a lot of anger.
You would never hit your daughter.
Oh, I let her hit me first. That's love. It's called love.
That's love.
You better knock me out that first time. That's all I'm saying. Right, Al?
Gosh, I guess so.
All right, honey. You be careful driving. Thanks for being on the show, and we'll talk to you later on, all right?
Alrighty, sounds
all right,
good.
Babe. Love you.
Bye, Ellie.
Bye.
Bye.
So, El Toro, we'll have him as our guest on Monday. Looking forward to that, learning about him and his techniques and what his vision is for his professional career. That'll be awesome.
Sorry, a couple of people are texting me right now that are watching the show.
Okay, good. Hopefully it's a good text.
Another boxer, actually. You know?
All right.
But it's interesting that he's not a professional boxer, but he likes the fight game. I know him from the Force Boxing on Lee Street in Greenville. Good guy. And he actually has a recording contract. So I don't want to say his name because it's his story to tell.
Yeah.
But he is a session musician. And he's got a contract with one of the record labels. So that's really kind of cool, you know?
That is. Do you know what instrument he plays?
What's that?
Do you know what he plays? What instrument?
Guitar.
Guitar?
Yeah.
Cool.
And what's really cool is I started listening to Sirius XM again.
Mm-hmm.
And you could put in all these different genres. And you could just put the artist's name in, you know? And I put in Billy Sheen, our buddy Billy Sheen. And he has a channel on Sirius. Guess who didn't know he had a channel on Sirius?
Donnie Lowe. He didn't know either?
Billy Sheen. So I don't know if I started anything. I haven't talked to him since. I hope I didn't aggravate him by telling him that. But yeah.
Well, that's cool. That's real cool.
Let me see if I can get a hold of somebody here.
The silence is deafening.
I know. I'm always doing other things.
Yes, you are. You can't. Sometimes you just can't focus.
Maybe I don't have that ADHD MOUSE.
Perfect.
Hey, what are you doing? We are live right now talking about the boxing show, and we'd like to introduce you and talk about your show that's going to be coming out at the end of October. Do you have time to do that? Okay, I'm going to put you on speaker. Do you have a podcast name yet? Or are we just going to go with Bex? I know that, but you got to have a name. What's your name? All right, we're going to say to be named later, all right? So let me put you on speaker, okay? And Donnie Lowe's here too.
Hi.
So
How are
this
you?
is the host of Always Starting Over. And she hasn't come up with a name for herself for the podcast. So all the statements and comments of the host of Always Starting Over is purely for entertainment purposes. How's that?
That's perfect.
So I know I've talked to you a little bit about your show, and why don't you tell us about what you're thinking about doing with the show and where you're thinking it's going to go?
Well, I hope that it goes somewhere. I know that sounds pretty broad, but basically it's more or less, I'm a walking PSA, and I would like to put that out there for people of you're always starting over. Every moment, every day, you have chances to make everything different, and things happen to you, and just the resilience of coming back from big things in your life, divorces, medical issues, a little bit of everything in life. So sorry you caught me at a time where I am not prepared, but
that's okay. This is like we just threw everything together today. Allie just got off. She was driving on her way home from work. So, and I got to tell you, I stole your idea. I was telling Donnie about sometimes you need a new shirt. Why don't you talk a little bit about that?
okay. My brother, in all of his wisdom, gave me a little story, and it was extremely helpful and life-changing for me. I was in a position that I loved my job, my career. I was at the top of my career. I had just got the VP award, and I was with the Children's Hospital, and it was around COVID time, and I was being asked to do things that I had a medical exemption for, and my place of business decided that they wanted to be 100% COVID vaccinated, and I just needed to know what was better for myself. And I was really struggling with the fact that I'm at the top of my game at my career, and I'm being pushed out for something that is not my fault and nothing to do with me. And a large percentage of our staff was doing the same thing. And I was struggling, and my brother just happened to call me, which he does not usually do. And he was like, "What's going on with you?" And I told him that I don't know what to do. I can either stick out this job for another month. I'm being asked on the weekly to do some things, and it's really stressing me out. And I don't know what to do because it's affecting my health in a different way. And he told me a little story about the shirt. And we have a mutual friend that had been with the same company for 20 plus years, loved his place. They got absorbed by somebody else. It became the worst experience of his life. And he was kind of in that same position of, oh my goodness, what do I do? You know, this went from the best thing to the worst thing. And so basically there was a talk of, hey, do you own the company? No. Are you going to see potential growth somewhere else? Do you have anything to do with this? Can you change it? No. Well, it sounds like your shirt doesn't fit you anymore. You're just a shirt to that company. I think it's time you change your shirt, find something that fits you better. And if that shirt doesn't fit, you find another one. Doesn't matter if it takes a year, a month, whatever, you outgrown that shirt. You go find the shirt that fits you best. And for whatever reason, that really resonated with me. And my brother said, don't you think it's time to get yourself a new shirt? And I hung up.
Great story.
I hung up the phone. And I gave my notice right then. And I did a little free fall. And I had worked since I was 15 years old, at least one job, or gone to school. And I decided, no matter what it takes, I'm going to find my new shirt. I'm going to find what's best for me. And I'm still doing that. And strangely enough, I'm changing my shirt right now. And I just bought a new one. And I will be starting to wear that in the next couple weeks.
Now,
So,
I'm hearing some kind of accent. Where are you from? South Buffalo?
I'm a little bit of everywhere. Midwest, Oklahoma, Texas.
Oh, wait, I'm hearing a different kind of accent. You're from the south side of somewhere. Where are you from?
I'm from the south side of Chicago originally, and then Wisconsin, Iowa, Indiana, Oklahoma, Texas.
I got the perfect podcasting name for you.
Uh-oh, what is that?
BC.
Why is that?
Because your name is Becca and you're from Chicago. BC, baby. It's awesome. Awesome. BC and Donnie Lowe.
Think about it.
You think about it. You know, I give everybody their names, just so you know, and I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty good. Pretty great. I'm modest.
Pretty great.
I'm modest too.
I'm the best.
To be honest, the people who know me the best and have been with me the longest, they either call me Beck or Bex. So we'll probably go with that. But I will take BC under advisement.
I like that. I like something snappy, something catchy, you know, like that. So,
That's right.
well,
That's right.
listen, BC, thank you very much. I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but thank you for sharing that story with everybody. We're going to have to revisit that when your show starts.
That was a great story. Thanks for sharing that. That's
And
right.
you have your website up
Thank you,
already
guys.
and your app, don't you?
I'm sorry.
Why
I
don't
didn't
you
hear
give everybody your address, your app address?
alwaysstartingover.com.
Yep. And like I said, I mean, no matter what you do in your life, we're always starting over. We're never stagnant. I mean, we always got something going on, whether it's with your work, you know, or your personal life. So thank you again, BC, and
Thank you, guys.
we'll stay in touch. All right.
All right. I
That's-
appreciate you.
All right,
Take care, BC. Bye-bye.
So what do you think, Don? What do you think of the whole idea for the show?
I love it. I really love it. I hope to be involved with it. It can go in a lot of different directions. Get a lot of people just telling their story.
Yeah.
And sometimes people think that they're the only one going through a difficult situation, and you're not. You know,
Right.
We've all gone through different situations, and like I'll say, like BC has, stated, whether it's career-wise, health-wise, could be almost anything. Every day is a new opportunity for a new beginning.
Yeah, and I never heard that analogy before until she told me that story, and I'm like, wow, that really says a lot. And in our production meetings, we were talking, and I'm like, great name for the show would be Always Starting Over.
Yeah.
And luckily it was available, and we were able to purchase it.
Yeah,
But
that's great.
because who doesn't always start over?
I know.
Whether it's a new baby in the family, a new grandchild, maybe your ex just got married to a new guy and they have a big, huge family or something like that. It can mean so much to so many people. I think it's going to do really well.
I
don't care if we make a dime on it. I think it's a way to give something back to the community.
Yeah, just to let people talk, and just vent a little if they need to. But one thing that stuck with me is, and BC's story, is the time frame of COVID, because so many people's lives changed literally like on a dime. Overnight. And, like everything just changed so much.
Well, me and you, we were working in Buffalo together when everything hit. And I think what really, I think it hit home for a lot of people because, I'm from South Buffalo originally. And, they always have a big St. Patrick's Day parade in downtown Buffalo. It's the second biggest in the country.
Yeah.
And, but the Ward Parade, everyone would go to the Ward Parade. Ward Parade's getting just as big,
Yes.
And they canceled them. We're like, what? They canceled the parades? I think that really hit people. And then, I mean, we were in a big, beautiful office, which was useless during COVID because nobody could go there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it showed us a lot of things, how resilient we can be, how you don't need a big office. A lot of people work from home, but I do miss the camaraderie. I mean, even with us, not being physically together, we talk every day, and I look at you as one of my best friends, Don.
Thank
We
you.
bounce off things all the time. We talk about each other's families, and so even though you're not next to that person, I mean, doesn't mean you can't have a great relationship,
Right. Right.
So me and Donnie will be getting married October. We haven't set a date yet. We're saying October. So,
We don't know
where
which
do you wanna
year.
register? Do you want to register at that fancy place, Target?
Ooh, you're high end.
Who doesn't
You're
love
very
Target?
high end.
Yes. Tell you, there's a crazy store here in Texas called Belk. Have you ever heard of it?
How do you spell it?
Belk.
Oh, okay. No, I don't think I've heard of that.
It's kind of like a cheaper and bigger and fancier Kohl's.
Oh, really?
But do you remember back in the day where you would go into the mall and you'd have to look for the register because it was like all over the place? That's how this place is. Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of how Mono Coles is in the front, I think.
Oh, and they have crazy deals, especially because I'm old. I'll go in on Wednesdays, and I bought a really nice pair of Sperry's. They were like $80-some, and I ended up paying $18 for them after all my discounts.
Really? What kind of
Like-
discounts?
Well, Don, it's 75% off, and then you get 25% off what's left because you're old. So you can take advantage of it too. I'm terrified for my daughters to come to Texas and go to the store.
Oh boy.
It's going to cost me a ton of dough.
Let's get the credit card out, baby. Come on, Dad, we're going shopping.
Yes. But yeah, well, I'm so glad we talked about boxing and MMA on this show. I don't know what the hell's going on here. So, and for a preview, whoever heard of a preview being 37 minutes long, Don?
I know. And it's the third preview, by the way. So.
Yeah. So we're ready. Hope you guys are ready.
We're excited. This is going to be great.
Yes. So everybody enjoy your weekend. Go Bills.
Yes.
I know all the wagon hoppers were at the gym this morning with their Dallas Cowboys stuff on because they won last night.
Figures.
They have a lot of broken ankles in Dallas this morning, jumping on and off that bandwagon. You know?
Yeah. I always say, look, your knee looks a little scraped. You back on or off the bandwagon here? What's going on?
I know, right? Well, I'm super excited to see them play Baltimore because I didn't go into the stadium, but I went to the baseball stadium and it's right across the parking lot. And I swear to God, Don, it looked like a friggin' spaceship because it was silver and it was all lit up on the outside. It looked great. I can't imagine what it looks like inside.
Yeah, I've been by it, but never inside of it. It's pretty
Baltimore's
cool.
got to be my favorite baseball park that I've ever been at.
Oh yeah.
I used to love Cleveland until I went to Baltimore. It's like, wow, this is just so cool because they have the ballpark and right next to it is this huge bank of like warehouse. And on the bottom, it's like places to eat, places to drink, to buy your Baltimore Orioles tchotchkes, And on the top floor is all their offices for the baseball team. It's really friggin' cool. They did it right in Baltimore.
Oh, that's cool. That is cool.
Don't be Buffalo hating me because I can't wait to see the new stadium too. Yeah. And you're still all upset about the whole Buffalo Bonds, aren't you, Don?
No, I'm not upset about it. I've just
you were pretty fired up yesterday.
Well, yeah, and I think because you can't invest money on emotion. That's the point. That's the point.
Mm-hmm.
So
gotcha.
We're done with that.
Yes. So go Bills. I'm bummed out that it's another friggin' night game. I got to wait till Sunday night to see my Buffalo Bills, but
but
whatever.
For you, it's an earlier night game, right? So
yes, I won't be as tired as you, Donnie Lowe. I love it. I was teasing all my Dallas Cowboy friends saying, hey, this is awesome this week. Like, what do you mean? I go, you don't have to wait till Sunday. You can watch and see if the Dallas Cowboys lose on Thursday.
Yeah, but they're happy this morning.
Just so you know, Donnie, we just hit 20 million.
That's incredible.
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank you to
Thank you, everyone,
listeners
for
and viewers.
watching. And imagine when we have a real show. You
I
know,
know.
I kind of like that we had Collins. That was kind of cool. I kind of
That
like
is.
that. It'll be better when Juan El Toro is on Monday.
That's right. Maybe
I
we
know I
can
can
take
beat
some
you.
calls. Are we gonna,
I know
maybe
I
we
can
can
beat
take
you, Juan.
calls.
I know I can beat you, Don.
Oh man,
Maybe we can get Baby Joe on the show too, Donnie.
that would be awesome.
Why don't you work the phones and make that happen? That'd be
Baby
fun.
Joe Macy.
Mm-hmm. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yes.
What were they calling him? The third franchise when he was fighting?
I don't remember that. I only remember is Baby Joe. So Baby
Because
Joe
his
Macy.
his last fight was at then Rich Stadium.
It was at the stadium or the arena?
It was at the stadium.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. Well, we're at Sassy Sarah's favorite time. We're over 40 minutes on our preview show. Holy crap.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
Once again, for if you like the fight game like we do, and you like just talking and finding out different things like we do too. I mean, you found out a little bit about everybody today about Ellie Buffalo. We learned about BC and the new show
BC.
coming up in October.
Yes.
And I love to see that Donnie's finally embracing that. You know, he says, I wish I was LB. I get it. If I couldn't be me, I'd want to be her too. But have a nice weekend. Be safe, everybody. And remember, keep punching.
There you
Take
go.
care, Don. You have a nice weekend, buddy boy.
You too, Eddie V. Thank you. Ciao, everyone.
Where's your arrivederci?
Well,
Yeah,
I
you're
said,
ridiculous with this ciao and arrivederci stuff. Just 'cause
why is it
you're a nice
ridiculous?
guy. You're
Why?
ridiculous. Because
I
you are.
know.
You just are. You know a guy too, so I'm going to shut up. All
Yeah,
right.
there you go.
Bye.
Ciao.